Yeah, Modena. I bring new customer. New customer that have big money. Yeah, Modena. Do you know this is the man that is my account manager? That I go to China. That I go to Hong Kong. Asia. Korea. This is the man that is in charge of all the loan I've been taking from the bank.
Yes, I am a banker. We only manage your money. I heard so much about this place, especially the food. So I come to have a taste.
As a matter of fact, you and I will need to talk.
Please. You're welcome. This is Iyamotino's 6-star restaurant. Very soon, very soon, this place is going to turn to Iyamotino's 7-star restaurant.
Madam, please. Be your banker. You're welcome.
Hey, Ajibala, look at this one. I highly recommend this one for that's it, yes. Wait, please.
I must say, this one is not too small. You sure say if I go like this one?
No, it's not too small. It's just right. Yes. You mean you want her to wear bigger than this?
So I said too.
Ajibala. You want to buy one?
I hear you. I want to buy.
Hey, I said I recommend this. You know I won't recommend something that is not correct for you.
Mommy, Seiji.
Waiter.
Seiji. Like you sure say I no go for this just like this. This one's way just the enter now. So because if you just they do one kind, just they do me and guy all the time. I mean I go give up. I go for another girl.
Ajibala, you know say I know they like this guy talk. Woman must do shakara now. That's yes.
But
that is the
why
place of a
shakara
woman.
don't too much?
It's not too much. It is your job, your duty to keep chasing. Let me tell you, keep chasing a thing. And they talk to you now.
They listen to you now.
Wait, I am sure that.
Seiji, you hear that voice like angel? Waiter, please.
Then look, can make you buy market finish.
I'll go buy him.
I'll package out for you.
Yeah, but for a 6-star restaurant, do you know, right? The place is not bad. Yeah. But to think of 6-star restaurants, it leaves a lot to be desired.
Now harmony required. Because I was reliably told that your food here is mind-blowing.
Wow. I can't wait to have a taste of it.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Why are you not wearing a name tag or something?
Yeah.
Anyways, what's your name?
My name is Nosa. Nosa, aka Champion.
Oh. What kind of name is that? Hello. Don't worry, we'll call you.
Chidi.
Where are you going to?
No, Chidi. This one where you gonna look these girls like this. Like clothes where dry for inside starch. Chidi, I don't want you. This one no be your type. This one you see as them be so. Now big men like Atumbas and honorables them. Now their money than the job. No be your kind of money where we say stay there for high sea. What?
Odo.
That is my name.
Odo.
That's my name.
Odo, why you say to be saying you don't have respect?
The two of you, right?
Is it because that we used to chop together? Yeah, Modino. Why is it that Odo does not have respect for me even when I have a client?
Because
he does not shut up! He does not know that respect is the reciprocal. Odo, why?
The north is so beautiful, and the food It's nothing like I have ever tasted before.
It was incredible.
The color.
Vibrant.
And it felt like they had personality.
What about the aroma?
Oh, baby, don't even get me started on that one. The aroma, oh gosh. Smells just like this one.
This smells so good.
Yeah. Your jumbo shinkafa tastes even better. How did you do it?
Onga seasoning. It's all the seasoning you need for great taste and aroma.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Someday when I grow up, I would like to be a great innovator, or a singer, or a doctor, or even a president.
I believe my son can achieve anything. That's why I support his dreams with Twisco. It's a delicious mix of cocoa, malt, and milk. Twisco is fortified with Enafort, a special blend of vitamins and minerals that provides the nourishing support to get ahead.
Twisco, power your dream.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. As his mother, it is my duty to help him live up to his dream. That's why I give him Bornvita every day, which contains iron, zinc, and vitamin C that supports his immunity and gives him the strength to pursue his dreams. Bornvita, strength to dream.
It's scary, isn't it? Putting yourself out there. Ignoring the voices telling you you can't. Will you step aside or will you go for it? After all, what's the worst that could happen? So, keep trying. Don't stop. Believe in yourself and go for it. Aladana, available in many variants to nourish you every step of the way.
There are certain moments in the day when I need my me time to just unwind and indulge.
What is this?
The Cadbury goodness is in every pack of Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate, making you feel cheerful and pleasant. Enjoy the Cadbury goodness.
Auntie, is you? Thanks. I'm just tired. Your heart could be complaining about getting weaker by the day.
This short piece of bread can be your heart warning you.
Jolie, how many times should I?
I know. Chest pains may be my heart, and I need to watch what I eat. Unbranded cooking oils may contain high levels of trans fat and cholesterol, which clog your arteries, making it difficult for your heart to pump blood. Nowadays, it's even more important for you to embrace a healthy lifestyle and put your heart and family first. Use Power Oil. It is free of cholesterol and trans fat. Power Oil for a healthy family.
Power oil, hey, power oil.
Look at the way he's looking at those. They will kill him. He's my friend. Look, let me tell you something, Brother Linus. I'm just warning you. I'm just warning you, but since you don't want to listen, no problem. I will help you to move your ministry to where the girls are. But don't say that I didn't want you. That is my own.
The point of collector. My name is not Brother Linus. My name is who does not know me in this community? My name is Chidi Mos. Nigerian Unlimited. You know now. Very much unlimited. Alhaji, don't you know that one? Let me tell you, by the grace of God, I am the only money man in this community. Do you understand? So don't insult me again.
What did you say your name is again?
No, sir.
No.
Sir. Champion.
Fine. Can we have your menu booklet, please?
I'm not a sell book for you now. See, our food, see our. See, concern book, concern restaurant.
I didn't ask for book. I said your menu booklet. Like you don't have a menu? So how am I supposed to know what to order for or what to eat?
It's simple now. You just walk out, enter, you call me, I come. You ask me what's my name, I say no, sir. Then you say what you want shop, I'll give you a wedu, amala, shaki, abodi.
No, this is not happening.
Oh my gosh, how did I get in here? This guy here doesn't know jack about menu. Tracy, how then supposed to cook well? Babe, let me ask you a question. Who the heck recommended this rat hole of a booker for you?
Now you're putting the blame
and
on me,
to
right?
think I read sister? And the guy is just being rude.
Who be you? Who be this bamboo sticks? You know what happened to my sister restaurant? The dog with your stupid nose. The dog nonsense. Who be you? Who can you? What do you want?
Oh my God. Who is that lousy woman and why are you screaming to the rooftop?
Now you say I don't the place, I don't know matter. Now you so I don't matter. What the way? I do not so.
You're not Christian. You're not madam.
Eh? Where you come from? Put out dust on you. Say what? Look yourself from head to toe. You want me to right?
Hey, madam, that was bad.
Madam, please now. Take it easy. See, I really don't think they mean anyhow.
What do you mean by that? If they don't mean harm, they don't want wahala. Why they go to the fire no sir? Questions, send the right interview. What do you mean that? Now kind of say, come to look my restaurant assistant and my restaurant a mistake. In fact, what is your business for my place? What do you want?
Madam, if they are not ready to eat, why would they ask for menu? I still don't think they are looking for trouble. Please, just let them be.
Yeah, Modena, let them be. I am pretty sure they are not looking for trouble. Can't you see how beautiful they are? See, whatever they will take today is on me. Whatever they will delete today is on top of me. Yeah, let me tell you. In fact, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute to let me do business.
Okay.
No problem.
I better come go.
My name is She the most Nigerian unlimited.
Who you have?
AKA Importer, Exporter, Ice Water. Elias, money is not to the full of the except how to spend it. Since you come into this place, my heart have been doing me believing don't have been acrobatics.
Chidi!
Baby, yo. Can I
Excuse me.
Oh! Now to get bread, I'm going to get over. Hello! Hey! Stand up for me and get out! You just said this place is a national place?
Okay, Siji, when you talk of the this girls, they're not being at all.
I did not think I can.
Kai, come alive. Wait.
Let me see.
What's this? That is our battle move. Yes! Our battle move! What do you mean? I'm going to remember you. I'm going to remember you. Then they say me, hey, you be their customer. And that is a why is it? All this on my own, I don't want my body go to pepper on that. Why is it? Come on, that is. Why is it? Don't watch out for your body.
Madam, you are not to explain why you put names up our face. Who be a shower here? Who? Who is that shower?
Yes!
Who is that?
Yes! How? What are you waiting for? Mommy! Come here! Come! Take out! I'm going to go outside. Madam, respect yourself! If that your dirty hand touch you, I swear I will turn you to the best people and no people for here. Try it! Try it!
You know they hear what? What is that? You just said she
Come
came
on!
What you say is to make money around? Eh?
Come! Why you run?
Plastic that is your head instead of here. See, if not, just move, come up for your move. Design your face like you're worry you. Come on, get out!
Hey! This one now, original bandits, oh!
Let me call the police.
Come! Go out! No.
See, madam, please. Take it. Ladies, please. Calm down. Please, put that knife back in your bag.
See, you know it's a crime to draw weapons.
So what?
See, Madam said she don't have food.
Then let her close this place now.
Taya.
We see this place open, I make we come.
Exactly. So I know you people can get food elsewhere, another eatery outside and eat.
I don't understand. This place full of eatery. Remember, person they can't guess when they even serve for here. And they give their hand, touch us. Bing. You can't slap up and give them
Okay, see, please. Their hand did not touch you. And they will not still touch you. But that's if you leave now. Please, you can just go.
See, bros, now because of you, bros, now because of you, we just want to take Waka come up for here. If you want to see that yellow purple, I for you to design her face. You see that her face? That her face was all red. Her face is divine design her face.
Thank you.
No, before tell me whether you carry from for head.
Thank you.
It's not before that.
Someday when I grow up, I would like to be a great innovator, or a singer, or a doctor, or even a president.
I believe my son can achieve anything. That's why I support his dreams with Twisco. It's a delicious mix of cocoa, malt, and milk. Twisco is fortified with Enafort, a special blend of vitamins and minerals that provides the nourishing support to get ahead.
Twisco, power your dream.
It's scary, isn't it? Putting yourself out there. Ignoring the voices telling you you can't. Will you step aside or will you go for it? After all, what's the worst that could happen? So, keep trying. Don't stop. Believe in yourself and go for it. Aladana, available in many variants to nourish you every step of the way.
What's your job?
I help people grow all kinds of things. I help people keep and grow their money, so later they come back when it's bigger for themselves.
Akupal, you're a magician!
Just like a pilot, I help people move from where they are to where they want to be.
Thank you, Akupal.
ARN, invested in your tomorrow.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. As his mother, it is my duty to help him live up to his dream. That's why I give him Born Vita every day, which contains iron, zinc, and vitamin C that supports his immunity and gives him the strength to pursue his dreams. Born Vita, strength to dream.
6 o'clock in the morning, getting set for another day. Another chance to change my story. I believe in my hustle. I know be lazy person, but life is just a dark big bass boost. If it don't close, I go find another. If I fall down, I go try to recover. If it ever walk me, I know they bother. Cause I believe say I go surely prosper. It don't get that shit won't be. We move. No matter what they say, we move.
Whatever life brings, we move. Turn up your dreams. MTN, everywhere you go.
Correct palliative don land. Just save 10,000 naira or more monthly and stand a chance to win up to 5 million naira and other exciting prizes in the Save and Win Pali promo. Download the Union mobile app to open an account or visit the nearest Union Bank branch. Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
You don't like them. I don't like it at all. And you will have joined them. Now the first time I'm coming to my restaurant, see the kind of way you carry from. Shut up! I can finish now. Shut up your mouth. I don't like this. You will let me join them. I'm for back at them.
saying because I want to avoid stories that cross the line. If you hear the kind of booze and drink these people take, because it was coming from their breath. No! If not, tell me, how will girls dressed like this will be walking around with knives?
Look, let me tell you people something. You saw that I sat down here, that you thought you was looking ahead. Look, what I observed from my own inamuscopic point of view. You see those girls that you are seeing? They transmitted themselves from generator to NEPA. From speaking correct English, they started speaking pidgin English. Look at them. They even carry containers all over the place. Look, I think they are practicing, they are rehearsing how to be terrorists or hitmen.
Shut up! Because you say woman, they that good.
Oh, no. Chidi, no, just come out from there. Women, children, they are all involved now. I'm telling you. See, the rate of crime now is in high speed. I'm telling you. Not just in Nigeria, it's the world over. Everywhere.
Right.
So, that's why the government is now saying, if you hear something, say something. I'm back to the crux of the matter. Madam, they are only asking for just simple menu and nothing else.
Menu. I know they sell menu. No,
Madam, menu is just a list of food that you have on a particular day for them to make their choices. Nothing else.
I know they sell for those kind of people. I know they sell for them. May they not enter this place again.
Madam, see, if it's bigger eateries like this, they'll have this menu written out, and even with price tags, and it makes it easier for everybody.
Okay. Like the timetable. What you have on the
Now so, okay. No worries, I go do them now. I go do and I go write Yamodino 6-star restaurant. But not for them.
That one is good, man.
Go to Tempa. Try.
What's happening? Why they laugh like somebody where the head not correct?
My head is correct to Chidi. Now you are the laugh for. I'm telling you. You see pen girls like this, your eye just open. And you swear. Swallow. Like, what is this called now? This donut that they want to put inside oven. You want to go and correct. Look, if to say you don't follow those girls, go now. Maybe by this time now, you for don't pass pills. I'm telling you.
Shut up! This is animal.
Look at you. Pen girls gone now. You know if you fight them. But if na me, Uda, you for don't begin to show muscle, anyhow, they do energy for me. Nonsense.
What's up, my friend?
Nah, that is not what I mean.
Be careful, though. Be very, very careful.
I want to go and fix myself. I'm coming.
Only you are the biggest people. Am I part of your gang?
Sorry. Why are you the best like just now?
Sorry.
You don't almost come what say,
This vaccine is safe and it has been certified safe and usable by NAFTA.
Hello and welcome. It's time for another interesting package of
Everything Music.
Angelina, you the cool in my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver.
This is Talking Movies.
In times of old, the world was full of wonder.
Stop it! Welcoming you to your weekend for today.
Arise, oh compatriots. It's time to use our voice.
Beyond 6 packs.
Bills.
Pay the bills. Keep paying my telephone bills. Keep paying my bills.
Welcome to Gallery.
Me and my paddies.
London for what?
London for medicine.
Medicine for what?
Medicine for coffee.
Are you sickness?
To our illness. Welcome to Gist Zone.
All right, my name is the escalates.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of Newsline. I am Jennifer Igwe. One thing is certain. In Nigeria today, there is zero tolerance for sexual harassment, violence, assaults, and rape. Those that got away with such crimes in the past dare not try it again because both the law, society, and media will hunt them down. Even at that, old incidents can be pulled out, and through the NTA Star and Advocacy Against Rape and Rapists, the case of a 2-year-old that was defiled years ago could be reopened. We are also following a creepy story on gang rape. Perpetrators will know no peace, as we will continue to highlight stories and keep a tab on them until justice is appropriately delivered. We stand against rape and rapists. Then remember Mary Daniel, the amputee street hawker whose plight, authentic story, apologies, and resilience caught widespread attention of many in and out of the nation. Well, Mary has acquired new investments that would go a long way in assisting her achieve her aspirations. Stay on the line for details. Meanwhile, the things we do for ourselves may die with us when we are gone, but the impact we make in the lives of others and the nation certainly remain as legacies. The report on a late renowned architect who left indelible footprints will make you keenly interested in some national structures and designs. Then we have a social diary with celebration of love, achievements, cultural beliefs, and landmarks. It's a long lineup of mind-boggling and warming stories. I'll take a pause, though, so we can take the news. Claire Adelabu Abdurazak will take it from Abuja. Hello, Claire.
Hello, Jennifer. Good to see you as well. And we begin from the presidency, which has formally reacted to a statement credited to Bishop Hassan Matthew Kuka, castigating Nigeria before the foreign congresses, describing it as unfortunate and disappointing for citizens of Nigeria to castigate their country in front of representatives of a foreign parliament. A statement is presented by our correspondent, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim.
The Senior Special Assistant to the President of Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, in a release accused the clergyman of incredible falsehood in his desperate attempt at sowing seeds of discord and strife among Nigerians. It says his suggestion that investment in infrastructure between Nigeria and Niger is wasteful and biased when a similar infrastructure project between Lagos and Benin has revolutionized the two neighboring economies to the advantage of both our countries. Quite disturbing. Bishop's assertion that only Christian schools are being targeted by bandits or terrorists is also not supported by the fact on ground, as victims of crime, kidnapping, banditry and terrorism cut across all strata of the society. The presidential spokesperson also faulted the clergyman's position that the Buhari administration is doing nothing to address further farmer disturbances. It says so far only his government has put forward the first and singular plan in nearly a century to address the challenges, a fact recognized by international NGOs. The statement also insists that time has come for the nation and its people to define evil as evil and never allow their religious differences to divide them. It similarly made a case for leaders in politics and religion to preach respect for truth and have practiced it as a moral and practical responsibility. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
And the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has assured Nigerians of sustained efforts by the force in fighting crimes and criminality and improving public safety and security across the country. Now, a statement by the force, the IGP directs commissioners of police in all the states of the Federation and the FCT, as well as their supervisory assistant inspectors general of police, to beef up security ahead of the Eid al-Kabir celebration, and that's to prevent any unpleasant situation in their areas of responsibility during and after the celebration. As the IGP felicitates with the Muslim faithful, he wants the personnel deployed to be professional and mindful of the fundamental rights of the citizens and discharge their responsibilities with all sense of decorum. And the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arrested a drug kingpin and recovered more than 500,000 tramadol tablets. The suspect was arrested with the drugs packaged as Takadol, weighing over 300.5 kilograms, recovered from his warehouse at Maryland Estate in Oyi, local government area of Anambra State. Now, a preliminary investigation established that Takadol is a brand of tramadol that has just been introduced into the market to evade attention. It was also proven to contain 225 milligrams of drug manufactured in India and smuggled into Nigeria without NAFDAC number or certification. An ex-convict, a notorious interstate drug dealer based in Taraba, was also arrested for supplying narcotics in Numan area of the state. Similarly, another was nabbed at Lao local government area of Taraba state for supplying illicit substances. The Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 has put 6 states and the Federal Capital Territory on red alert, and that's following the confirmation of the Delta variant of the virus and the rising number of infections and hospitalization. Our correspondent Nachato Tijani tells us more.
Lagos, Oyo, Rivers, Kaduna, Kano and Plateau states, as well as the FCT, are areas on red alert. However, the chairman of the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 and Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, urges all states to heighten their preparedness and continue to enforce all protocols put in place given the ease of spread of the Delta variant. To minimize the risk of importation of variants of concern into the country, the Presidential Steering Committee has also ordered increased surveillance at all points of entry into the country as part of preventive measures against the third wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. This includes enforcing quarantine protocols and sustaining the current restrictive measures against travelers arriving from India, Brazil, Turkey and South Africa. On the forthcoming Eid al-Kabir celebration, the Presidential Steering Committee urges all state governments and religious leaders to decentralize Eid prayers to neighborhood Friday prayer mosques, which must be outdoors, and suspend all Durbar activities and observe all COVID-19 protocols, especially for indoor gatherings.
And that was our correspondent, Najat Tijani, reporting. Now, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has described as ridiculous attempts to defraud Nigeria in the process of repatriating the nation's looted artifacts. The minister expressed his displeasure while responding to questions during a media briefing with journalists in Lagos. Our correspondent Anthony Forson was there.
Giving an update on his recent visit to Germany for talks on how to repatriate the over 1,000 Bini bronzes, the minister expressed dissatisfaction with one of the Ife bronzes in custody of a Belgian.
What is the interest of the guy, of the gentleman, the Belgian, who is holding on to our artifacts? It's money. He wants $5 million for it because he wants to value.
We do apologize for that disruption in the audio of that report. We'll bring it to you as soon as it's taken care of. Now, the ongoing second peer review of Nigeria under the African Union peer review mechanism, when completed, will offer the country additional instrument to promote needed environment for good governance, and that's in compliance with standards championed by the New Partnership for African Development, NEPAD. This is one of the expectations of stakeholders in southwest Nigeria embarked on the validation of country's self-assessment report of the ongoing second peer review in Lagos. Adeniyi Taiwo reports.
Town hall meeting attended by representatives from the APRM Continental Office and stakeholders from the 6 southwestern states is part of the process of validating Nigeria's country self-assessment report on the ongoing second peer review.
So I look towards a government that will bring policies.
At the center of their interaction is the evaluation of Nigeria's implementation of the 2008 peer review report with focus on key thematic areas including democracy and political governance, corporate governance, and socio-economic development.
These consultations have been going on for the past 2 weeks. We are very heartened by various meetings we had with the institutions and so on, but particularly also, again, serving the leadership of the President who has handed over the report to us.
With the input and validation by members of the public, the second peer review is expected to culminate in a national program of action and policies that will promote good governance.
We have discovered that a lot of the problems that were identified in 2008 has been taken care of. We are now noticing new problems like emergence of Boko Haram.
When all these things are sifted, then the government will now come up with better policies to make people's lives better.
The idea is not necessarily a good or bad performance, but it's a progress performance.
Participants, including Adekoya Adebayo and Olatilewa Francis, called attention to meeting specific needs.
I'm impressed. The only area that an average Nigerian is looking out for this government to do better is in the area of security.
A lot of people cannot afford to feed or send their children to school. So that is a sector on its own.
Nigeria acceded to the African peer review mechanism in 2003 with a broad objective of reinforcing best practices among member states. In Lagos, Adeniyi Taiwo, NTA News.
And we turn our attention to the southeast, where the need to address years of infrastructural decay formed part of submissions at the zonal town hall meeting for the validation of country's self-assessment report in Owerri. Beatrice Anyam, who was at the event put together by the African Union Development Agency, tells us more.
A Southeast Stakeholders Town Hall meeting for the validation of country's self-assessment report on the ongoing second peer review of Nigeria is at the instance of African Union Development Agency and New Partnership for Africa's Development, NEPAD.
We need to do a lot in our
health system.
In addition to tackling infrastructural decay and provision of a railway system in the southeast, stakeholders call for the equipment of schools and health facilities and provision of punitive measures against rapists. National Coordinator, African Union Development Agency and New Partnership for Africa's Development, Princess Gloria Akomundu says the review is in line with President Muhammadu Buhari's agenda to assess the performance of his government and to lift 100 million Nigerians out of poverty.
Everything collected here forms the national program of action. We'll use it to plan, put it together, and present to the heads of states through President Muhammadu Buhari.
And come up with specific recommendations that we recommend to the head of state.
African heads of state came together and decided that the best way for us to develop Africa is for Africa to assess each other.
Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, represented by his deputy Professor Placid Njoku, says the exercise will no doubt enhance good governance and efficiency in the system.
And for us in the southeast, we are particularly interested in the peer review mechanism because we are interested in using it as a modality for improving on good governance.
The interactive session featured award presentation. In Owerri, Beatrice Anyam, NTA News.
Nigerian youths have been advised to resist temptation to become agents of destabilization, but channel their energy towards productive ventures. Now, this was at a lecture by civil society in Jos on the role of youth in maintaining law and order in Nigeria. Bilikisu Nuhu has the details.
Cases such as armed robbery, cultism, kidnapping and other forms of criminality have bedeviled the society. To change this narrative, youth representatives from the north-central zone of the country converge on Jos to address the menace.
This time around, we are looking for the security angle.
Director General, Nigerian Television Authority, Malam Yakubu Ibn Muhammad, and Director General, National Information Technology Development Agency, NIDDA, Kasifu Inuwa, both represented challenge youths to key into government programs that will empower them.
I've attended about 3 full events in the last 2 months. We were trying to promote peace, to develop and empower youth. And all these programs were organized and championed by youth themselves, which is to say that the youth are waking up to realize that it is time they take their destinies in their hands.
Our most important discussion today, youth have been a great way peace building and maintaining law and order.
Key players, including security agencies and leaders of youth organizations who spoke on peaceful coexistence, importance of ICT and education, national development, drug abuse, called on participants to be law-abiding and be committed to the success of the Nigerian project. In Jos, Bilkisu Nuhu, NTA News.
And working out electoral processes that produce credible leaders at all levels is the panacea for peace and unity of Nigeria. Now, peace advocates re-echoed this point at the Media International Summit for Peace Practitioners General Assembly 2021 held here in Abuja. Our correspondent Joseph Otsen was there.
At a time like this, when Nigeria is faced with security challenges, this summit comes at no better time. No surprise, peace advocates and representatives of security agencies across Nigeria are here to beam the searchlight on security threats confronting the country. Former Deputy Senate President Ibrahim Mantul, who chaired the event, is optimistic that a well-secured electoral process is a major step towards building a peaceful society.
The challenge of most African nations is the lack of good governance. Discredited elections produce discredited leaders who are usually enmeshed in corrupt practices.
Synergy between security agencies and sense of patriotism, above sentiments, are emphasized here as tools Nigeria needs to defeat insecurity while ensuring peaceful coexistence among citizens irrespective of diversity.
Nigerians must desist from political sentiment and hate speeches.
One of the great problems we're having is discrimination. Trying to think about somebody coming from Northwest and East, I don't believe in that institution. I'm a Nigerian and I'm very proud to be a Nigerian.
The summit put together by the Advanced Peace and Reconciliation Center of Nigeria has a team building peace to solve crime and violence in the society. In Abuja, Joseph Otsen, NTA News.
And Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, has tasked youths in the country to make themselves more relevant in the scheme of things and contribute adequately to national development. He said that this during a visit to the composer of the NYSC anthem, Pa Isaac Oluwole Adediran, at his Iba 4 residence in Ogun State. Hakim Jimo compiled our next report.
The NYSC Director General pays glowing tribute to the zeal and passion of Pa Isaac Oluwole Adediran, who composed the NYSC anthem in 1984 while serving his fatherland at the Polytechnic Ibadan, Oyo State. He said 37 years down the line, the anthem has continued to play a significant role in modeling the lives of Nigerian youths, especially core members, urging them to promote national unity and peaceful coexistence wherever they are posted to serve their fatherland.
Every country has its own challenges, but they turn their challenges to opportunities. So Nigerians should please turn our challenges to opportunities. Let the spirit of the NYSC live in all of us. So over 5 million Nigerians have gone through the service. So I want to appeal to our ESCO members to please always cast your mind to the orientation life.
74 years old Elder Oluwole Adediran could not hide his joy and expressed mixed feelings at his visitors.
I feel like running away. I now realize how much he loves God.
Pa Isaac Oluwole Oladejo Adediran studied music at the then University of Nsukka, now University of Nigeria Nsukka, and at University of Ibadan campus. After his NYSC at the Polytechnic Ibadan, he was retained as a lecturer in the music department and rose through the ranks to become the Dean of the Faculty of Business and Communications Studies.
All right, now earlier in the news, we told you that the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, described as ridiculous attempts to defraud Nigeria in the process of repatriating the nation's looted artifacts. Let's now join Anthony Forsen for that report.
Giving an update on his recent visit to Germany for talks on how to repatriate the over 1,000 Benin bronzes, the minister expressed dissatisfaction with one of the Ife bronzes in custody of a Belgian.
What is the interest of the guy, of the gentleman, the Belgian, who is holding on to our artifacts? It's money. He wants $5 million for it because he wants to value it, at an auction house in London. And when he got the price, he was so excited, not knowing that the Metropolitan Police would intervene, because we had already notified the Interpol and every other organization that this piece was stolen from Jos Museum.
Lai Mohammed said despite efforts and far-reaching agreements to ensure the return of the Ife artifact, it is erroneous and a deliberate attempt, as he puts it this way.
We cannot be rebuying in our own property from somebody who bought from a thief.
Funny thing is that he wants us to compensate him for these artifacts. Otherwise, he will go to court to claim ownership. And how can somebody steal something from you and then you compensate for this person? So we are setting precedents, which means any other artifacts that are stolen, then the person can claim, to be paid, compensation. So under the 1970 UNESCO Convention, that any illicit trafficking of artifacts, we have to claim.
The minister has in 2019 visited United Kingdom to engage the UK government on how to get the Belgian release the Ife bronze in Lagos. Anthony Forsen, NTA News.
The Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Boboyo Yeme, has directed commanding officers across the country to intensify special operations targeted at the driver who overspeeds and operates without valid driver's license. Now, a statement by the Corps indicates that the exercise is in line with the ongoing Operation Sanity, aimed at restoring sanity to the nation's highways and expressed dismay over continuing incident of fatal crashes caused by speed limit violation. Now, the statement notes that records of road traffic crashes across the country, escalated by the Corps since the beginning of the year, indicates sadly that over 50% of such crashes were attributed to speed violations. It further says that all vehicles found to have violated the rules would be subjected to full sanctions as provided by the law. The motorists are advised to take appropriate measures necessary for acquiring their licenses. Now, the incumbent national president of the Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union of Nigeria, RETAU, Kabiru Garbatsani, has been re-elected for another 4-year term. Now, he polled 332 votes to defeat his only rival, Mohammed Jimoh, who polled 5 votes. Haliru Mohammed Umar reports that election was conducted at the 6th Quadrennial National Delegates Conference of the Union held in Gusau, Zamfara State.
The position of the national president is contested by Comrade Mohammed Jimoh, who scored a total number of 5 votes, and Comrade Kabiru Garbatsani, who scored a total number of 332 votes.
The returning officer, who also announced winners of other positions, said more than 500 delegates from across the 36 states of the Federation and the FCT participated in the election conducted peacefully and in a transparent manner. The election results shows that out of the 13 offices contested, 10 were re-elected, while the remaining 3, comprising financial secretary, public relations officer and auditor, will be serving their first term. The re-elected president was immediately administered oath of office, followed by other officers.
I shall strive at all times to protect the same objectives for which the union is constituted.
One of the delegates who spoke with NTA News says much is expected from the new leadership.
Restructuring of this union to a better standard that will make the leadership and the structure of the union compete with that of other nations in the globe.
The president, however, promised to justify the confidence reposed in them while soliciting the support of all members. The declaration of winners marks the end of the 6th Quadrennial National Delegates Conference of RETAU, held in Gusau, the Zamfara state capital. In Gusau, Haliru Muhammad Umar, NTA News.
It's time now for sports, and Tamara Ibiwe has just joined me. Perhaps she has words for us on the Team Nigeria in Tokyo. Tamara.
Thank you, Claire. Claire, I can tell you that the Nigerian contingents have successfully settled in the Olympic Games village. Welcome to Sports Update. Football is first, where week 33 of the Nigeria Professional Football League recorded 3 draws on Sunday. Adamawa United and Sunshine Stars played a barren draw. Rivers United, Akwa United, Katsina United and Lobi Stars all ended 1-1. Plateau United were the big scorers of the day, whipping FC Fanyuba 4-0. Talking basketball now, Nigeria's D Tigers' recent victories over #1 ranked team in the world, USA, and Argentina in a pre-Olympics journey in USA have elevated D Tigers to rank #4 in the FIBA Olympics men's power rankings. The Nigeria basketball team are already in Japan to face their opponents as Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games set for official opening ceremony July 23.
It shows that we have really progressed in the game of basketball, and that's why we are on the spotlight. But more importantly, we shouldn't be distracted by this. Remember, in the 2019 FIBA World Cup in China, our pre-event ranking, we were 7th and we finished 17th. So we should stay focused.
To badminton now, to encourage the development of badminton in Nigeria and the Mambila Barracks. The Mambila Barracks Badminton Club has honored and retired 8 members from the military and civilians for their selfless service to the club. Chairman of the club, Vanen Sunday, says the gesture is to encourage more grassroots participation in the sports.
They have been able to impact on our younger ones coming up in this place.
Most of them paid school fees up to university levels when they were in service. Some of them pay hospital bills and all manner of things. They contributed immensely to this club, especially.
And finally, to motorsport, where the Nigerian team that will fly the country's colors at the FIA Motorsport Games in Marseille, France, have been selected after a two-day national trials held in Abuja. President of the Automobile and Touring Club of Nigeria, Ishaku Bamayi, said Nigeria, participating for the first time, will compete in karting sprint, endurance, auto slalom, and digital games.
We'll start training all the winners to get them set for the games in October, and all will be trained over the weekends.
And that's the sports update. Claire, back to you.
Thank you, Tamara. Good to hear that Team Nigeria has finally settled in Tokyo. And that's the news from us here in Abuja. The button will return to Jennifer Igwe in Lagos soon, but not before we remind you to always join NTA in the vanguard against rape and rapists.
You go see me now. You go.
Call your party and everybody, yeah. Make we start to the corner. Where you now?
You go see me now.
Everybody they dance.
Where you there now? Oh you go see me now.
You want
I'm fine, sir. Even me, I surprised.
Hey, where you at? You go Mexico, you go Jericho, I'm gonna let you go.
Hello, how are you?
Tell us one truth nobody knows.
I like to steam it from my mama's pot.
Glow, the best data plans in town. Dial *777#.
The Petroleum Tankers Drivers of Nupeng, in collaboration with the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, rejoices with all Muslim faithfuls as we celebrate Eid al-Kabir. We encourage all to relate with one another in trust as brothers and show respect for the rule of law. Please do drive safely as you travel. Show tolerance to other road users. Obey all traffic rules. Don't overspeed. Don't overload. Use your seat belts. Ensure your vehicle is in good condition, as extra care prevents accidents and loss of lives. It is better to arrive at destination safe but late than to lose your life and loved ones. For emergencies, call 122. Happy Eid al-Kabir. This message is from the Petroleum Tankers Drivers of Nupeng. Otumba Salmon Akoni Oladiti, announcer.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, getting set for another day. Another chance to change my story. I believe in my hustle, I know be lazy person. But life is just a knock me goes. If it don't close, I go find another. If I fall down, I go try to recover. If it ever walk me, I know they bother. Cause I believe, say, I go surely prosper. They don't get that shit, won't be. No matter what they say,
Whatever life brings, we move. Turn up your dreams. MTN, everywhere you go.
The National Union of Road Transport Workers happily felicitates with our Muslim Ummah as we celebrate Eid al-Kabir. This is a time to celebrate with loved ones and to travel. Please, as you do so, do it with the understanding that other road users are important. Obey all traffic rules. Do not take unnecessary risks by overtaking speedily, by overloading your vehicle, by breaking traffic rules and not using your seatbelt or using your cell phone while driving. Let's show respect for one another. Life has no duplicate. It is better you arrive your destination safely than to be the one called late. For emergencies, please call 122. Happy Eid al-Kabir. Do enjoy your holidays. This message is from the National Union of Road Transport Workers. Professor Tajuddin Ibikunle Barua, President, National Union of Road Transport Workers, announcer. The National Agricultural Land Development Authority invites the general public to the presidential commissioning of its first NALDA Integrated Farm Estate in Daura, Katsina State. Date, Monday 19th July 2021. Venue, Suduje, Daura Local Government, Katsina State. Time 11 a.m. Special guest of honor, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. All invited guests are expected to be seated before the arrival of Mr. President. Prince Paul Ikone, Executive Secretary, Chief Executive Officer, NALDA, announcer.
Today, gone tomorrow. Cause you volatile like the water. And you promise what you don't know. Sometimes it's right and then it's so wrong. Them go do like say them why. We promise you the world. My brother all now was yeah. Upon all of the open eye, I see no be water. Can't kill up the letter.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
The Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, in collaboration with the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, felicitates with all Muslim faithfuls as we celebrate Eid al-Kabir. We all are enjoined to ensure tolerance for others and obedience to the rule of law. Drive safely as you travel. Ensure your vehicles are in roadworthy conditions. Don't drink and drive. Overspeed. Overload. Don't use cell phones while driving, and always wear your seat belts. Your life is valuable to your loved ones and the nation. For any emergencies, please call toll-free 122. Happy Eid al-Kabir. This message is from the Road Transport Employers of Nigeria. Alhaji Musa Muhammad, President, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, announcer.
Back. For weeks now, the story of a mentally unstable man who consults and offers free medical care in Makurdi, Benue State has been trending on the social media. Ashazi Kubep, out of curiosity, sought to find out his mode of operation and visited the J.S. Tucker Foundation where the said man is. She confirms that he actually does consultations for different ailments. The question now is, who are these people that consult a mentally deranged person for their health challenges?
Salisu Abayi, Cecilia Ejembi, and Mustafa Sunday are a few out of many Makurdi residents who had contact or merely heard about this seemingly mentally unstable man.
What you know for that man? If you get problem, come there. the man will write something, give you. As I tell you, that's what the problem be.
When you come, he look at you and he tells you your problem and he give you solution.
The other day, I went there with my friends. Certainly, they said that it's a prayer pastor that he can pray. But why is it? Because they will call you write a cock. That cock is the cock that you wish to sacrifice. They will prepare the cock by themselves there. You will eat it there. You will not take it to home. Why is it so? And as I'm here, they say that there is a medicine. When they put that medicine in that pot, inside that pot, you will not put that pot in ground only, except you put one seed of charcoal down before you will put the medicine.
Sometimes we see people gather there. In fact, sometimes when you pass there, you cannot even see Baba. They're just surrounding the Baba.
Although he gave his name as Dominic Denen Tone, he is fondly referred to as Baba. Baba is not completely new in the environment where he operates, according to residents, as he had lived in the same location over a long time. Reports also has it that Baba never related with anyone, all the while until recently when he unveiled his God-given talents.
If a person promised me to give me something, if I go there, it could be fake. But as I come, that man write something, give me. If a person promise something, anything way, nobody even promise, person would call me. Say, come collect with so thing.
Like those market women, they used to go to his place there, and the man used to help them.
So since then, I discovered, I said, even Jesus Christ himself, he did not like dirty places. He liked clean, our God liked lightly places. So when I concluded it with my friend, we refused to go back to them.
Many people, young and old alike, are around him, some assisting him in carrying out his task. All efforts to get Baba talk to us about his operations proved abortive. He only wrote his name on a paper and told us off camera that he got his inspirations from God. Even his assistants declined comment and prevented the crew from recording their activities. For now, the question seeking for answer in the minds of many residents is if Baba is truly insane or sent by God to rescue Benue people.
We need to take mental health seriously, this nation. Now, new information about Mary Daniels, the amputee who trended a couple of months ago for hawking sachet and bottled water in Oshodi, Lagos. Rather than begging for alms, Hingino John Adams, who paid a visit to the young lady, returned with some cheering news.
This is indeed a story that depicts a journey from grace to grace. Fate has smiled on Mary. After the story of her struggle in life went viral, well-meaning Nigerians and Lagos State government contributed money amounting to about 25 million naira to assist her. Mary, a mother of one who was on the streets a few months ago, is now the proud owner of this property, all thanks to her legions of benefactors who were highly impressed by her level of self-reliance.
I want to thank everybody that supports me, thank the Lagos State that supports me, thank the Nigeria for making me having this house today, to make me to be a somebody today.
A native of Igala in Kogi State, Mary's kinsmen, with the supervision of the Onu Igala, Lagos, Sani Yakubu Ejima, are among the team that ensured judicious use of the 25 million naira.
We decided to go in search of house. We got to this place and it was a lady who actually saw this place and told us, and we came here and she said she liked this one and that this is where she wants to stay. Then after then I said, okay, if you like this one, we decided to go and search it first in Alausa to know if actually the place is good. And we found out that the place is good from Alausa. We went to Ministry of Justice to also let them know that this is what Mary says she wants to buy.
I really appreciate the Lagosians, the people who come out to support Mary, our sister, our daughter. We are so grateful to them.
Are you blown away? I was too. Now, Mary's newly acquired landed property is a story building comprising 4 flats. All apartments have 2 bedrooms. As a bona fide young landlady, Mary occupies one of the flats, while the others are inhabited by tenants. The complex also comes with several shops, and they are already on annual lease. That's not all. The beauty of the whole arrangement is that Mary now owns a water company. Yes, you see, a chunk of the money was used to finance this sachet water factory registered as Mary Daniel Water. Although work is still in progress, all the necessary equipment have been acquired.
It's that brother that brought me out today. I decided to open the pure water factory. Then I'll still open another business, but I still to open the pure water factory first.
In this whole area, there is nothing of such here. If she's very efficient with it and everything is done very well, I think the sky is her limit.
Wondering about Mary's daughter? Well, here she is. Her name is Success, and Success is living up to her name as she now has a better life, and from the look of things, it is bye-bye to poverty. Her mother has enrolled her in a school within walking distance. She also has what you may call a massive playground at home. What more can one ask of life? We could say Mary's unfolding story is what delightful fairy tales are made of, and a testament of the empathetic nature of most Nigerians.
Thank you all Nigerians that reached out to her. Now this is one case out of many. Let's reach out to more. Now, the quest for greener pastures has pushed several unsuspecting Nigerian youths across grim landscapes and deserts into watery graves in the Mediterranean Sea. Some others have been more sensible and have embraced reasonable options of making a living and finding happiness here in Nigeria. One of such examples is 25-year-old Becky Osage, who returned from Italy to take up vulcanizer as a trade in Benin City. Ivie Oyakire met her at her workstation and brings us the story of Becky.
In 2015, she was told that there was a job waiting for her in Europe. A juicy offer to her ears it was, but she would have to traverse waters of the Mediterranean Sea. Starry-eyed, she proceeded and arrived safely. She had no idea that she had been seduced into a life of organized prostitution. She had been programmed to pay about 21 million naira to the sponsor from selling her body.
It tell me say work food as any work me I want work. Say food as I say give person work well. But when I call region now, cause say the story don't change. Phoebe say I go say make I try am now before I go pay the money reach have. The enough pressure will can't take my life.
Unable to meet this grim schedule, she decided to surrender to the Italian government so she can be returned to her country. Upon return to nothing in 2017, Becky decided to do this job, the job of a vulcanizer, on the ever-busy Sapele Road.
People laugh me, many things. But I thank God say I'm not listening. They sometimes I see 3,000, 4,000, 5,000.
Her determination and serious commitment to this cause led Becky to her gig with one of the biggest car companies in the city, where she now handles tire-related issues of over 100 cars.
We have a man who has been doing this job here, and that guy did not do anything at all. Come today, come tomorrow. But when she take over, in fact, hardworking, honestly, everything. In fact, and he do the job even more than the men.
She came in and asked her for a job. We tested her and we found out she was doing the job very well. So we encouraged her, and by the grace of God, the whole of these companies and our neighbors, she's the one that work for us.
We car now, we need to come around her to encourage her so others also imitate what she's doing.
Daily concerned bodies still get reports of persons fleeing the country through the Mediterranean Sea. Becky sees it as a bad, fruitless and life-ruining venture and gives her own piece of advice.
Don't let anybody come they say can't go here, can't go. You know they because that even that works. So people where they carry you, they go there. So you know feed one. So it's risky. So it's not that advisable for me to tell anybody say may you go there. Just find anything to do with your life and your time.
Who knows? Becky might not be alive today if she decided to follow that ugly path. Now she's sharing her story with pride to all and sundry, spreading the gospel of diligence in whatever craft one is involved. As she says, there will always be not only light but also satisfaction at the end of the tunnel.
I'll be expecting you another day.
Irene, very. Note that the grass is often greener where you water it. Now recall between May and June, Zaria Town, traditional headquarters of the Zazzau Emirate with adjoining communities, experienced breach of peace due to the spate of banditry, armed robbery and abductions. It is heartwarming to report that following successful operations by security agencies, some of the suspected criminals met their Waterloo, and what they are saying tells the story of community members in crime against their people. Tina Toru has details.
Attacks by bandits resulted in scores of people kidnapped, killed or property lost in the ancient city, known for core values of tolerance, unity and peaceful coexistence. Incidents include abduction of many from Nuhu Bamalli Polytechnic, Kofangayan and National Tuberculosis and Leprosy Training Center, SAI. Emir of Zazzau, Ambassador Ahmad Nuhu Bamalli, raised concerns on the frequent attacks, and the people prayed for God's intervention. As security operatives promised the emirate, perpetrators will be brought to justice. 5 suspects are now in police custody. One of the suspects, who lives in a community close to Zaria, confessed.
I am into cattle rustling and kidnapping. I am one of those who carried out the kidnap at Kofargayan. I received the sum of 300,000 naira from the operation.
Similarly, confessions by 2 others who are residents of the ancient city is revealing about their involvement in the crime.
I was part of the operation at Madauchi in Kofargayan, where we kidnapped people twice. I received the sum of 600,000 naira from the 2 operations.
But we want also on the part of the government to see that any offender or any suspect that is caught, let him be brought to the book or to the books accordingly.
When residents begin to give out useful information to security operatives on the activities of kidnappers in the area, it will help tackle the menace. Residents of Zaria need to be vigilant and report any suspicious person or activity to the appropriate authority.
Security operatives say suspects will have a day in court after conclusion of investigations.
Community should be a safe place. Don't fight your own. Now we'll take a commercial break. There are more captivating stories on the line when we return.
Everybody wants love. Everybody wants to glow. Nobody wants party love. Everybody wants joy. Who don't like it better? And if you wanna talk to money, 7. If you wanna talk your credit, 7. If you wanna run on time, 7. If you want plenty data, 7. If you wanna go do care, 1 more 7. He says 7. Let me hear you say this super number. 7. For easy life, it no get you wahala. 7. When you use the code, it be like you win the lotto. 7. Let me hear you say this super number.
The whole sensational world of love, now accessible through one code, *777#.
Why do we do it? Hide, cover up, tone down. Choose boldness. Celebrate the skin you're in and dress with confidence with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. The triple-layered care of deep moisture serum, precious cocoa butter, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Wear your skin with pride every time with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion.
Taste is key and that's how we communicate. Best nourishment in every scoop. Mama, taste it, mama. Share the love. We all together. I love my mama. Mama, taste it. Nourishing. Scoop it. Mama.
Mama, best scoop of tasty nourishment.
What's the difference between regular data and MTN data? I'll show you. With regular data, you get this. But with MTN data, you get moved right into the action, like this. And this. And this. And this. With MTN data, you don't just get more, you experience more. Need loads of data to live your dream? Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B, all-round protection. Its great value, it protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
We are StarTimes, the most affordable digital pay TV platform with the widest signal coverage in Nigeria, dedicated to bringing the best TV entertainment around the world to your screen. From Hollywood to Bollywood to Nollywood, we offer the most affordable subscription. Enjoy over 75 channels for as low as 1,700 naira, like Nat Geo Wild, BBC, ESPN, and premium sport like Emirates FA Cup, La Liga, Bundesliga, wrestling. What's more exciting? We have the most flexible payment options in Nigeria. Don't dull. Join us now for an exciting journey. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
Welcome back. The free trade agreement by African countries is expected to turn the fortunes of the continent, and West African countries are already perfecting strategies to benefit from the world's largest free trade zone. Muplang Dakok reports that this was at the launch of the ECOWAS Trade Promotion Organization Network, where Nigeria's Olusegun Awolowo of the Nigerian Export Promotion Council was voted as the first president of the organization.
It's a journey to prosperity and abundance for West Africa as the ECOWAS Commission brought together heads of trade promotion organizations, business leaders, successful exporters, and market professionals who took 2 days in intensive discussions on how to foster cooperation in the sub-region without borders. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo was quick to point out that the 10% trade between West African countries is poor and must be improved.
I think the first thing is that the network must drive inclusive trade, good inclusive trade initiatives in the sub-region. Secondly, I think the network must expand intra-regional trade in the ECOWAS region. The third is that we must present a trustworthy platform for cross-learning and the sharing of knowledge and information assets.
Through this TPO network, we will work assiduously towards facilitating the ease of trade, particularly for our MSMEs within the ECOWAS region and Africa at large, thereby building an army of exporters.
We should be mindful that our strength
is in our unity. As such, the ECOWAS Commission reiterates its commitment to regional integration, which still remains the hallmark of the vision of our founding fathers.
The Nigerian Export Promotion Council, NEPC, took advantage to hold a fireside chat with discussions centered on positioning the ECOWAS sub-region for the AFCFTA.
The network will collaborate with the ECOWAS Commission on matters of trade development and promotion. It will play a major role in strengthening economic and commercial cooperation.
We are aiming to be more client-centric. When our exporters are happy, then we're happy. That means the economy is booming. MSMEs are providing jobs. We're adding more to our GDP.
The more successful private sector leaders we have on the continent, and especially in the sub-region, then the nearer we get to attaining or driving intra-Africa trade.
But it was not only 2 days of talk and talk. The network, with delegation from the 15 member countries and Mauritania, ate and drank together before dispersing in line with the African tradition of a family eating together.
Despite its earlier listing ahead of the Sacred Grove at Osun-Osogbo, the socio-cultural landscape hidden high up the Mandara Mountains, bordering Nigeria and Cameroon, is less known to most Nigerians. This community of independent people that lived and continue to depend on terraced pattern of agricultural practice and extensive trading in iron ore is getting the attention of cultural enthusiasts and the befitting recognition it deserves. Adebola Brooklyn Sunday was at the Stakeholders Awareness Support Dinner in Abuja.
Sukur, located in Madagali local government area of Adamawa State, a hilltop settlement which stood at an elevation of about 1,045 meters above sea level on the Mandara Mountains. An ancient settlement which history says has been in existence since 16th century. Due to years of neglect and recent activities of insurgents, key players say the UNESCO World Heritage Site has not been getting the needed attention. In 2018, Sukur was included on the World Monument Watch to bring attention to the conservation challenges resulting from insurgency. These Sukur cultural troops came from Adamawa State to the Federal Capital Territory in a recovery march to promote the site.
Sukur and other sites like this should be publicized as they can be a stable source of revenue, not only to the indigents, but to the state and nation at large.
He therefore calls on all stakeholders to support and contribute to the development and sustenance of this priceless heritage property.
Malame Mangza, a cultural enthusiast, is leading the recovery process for a better healthcare center, education, portable water, and a befitting Hidi Palace, as well as empowerment for 500 people in various cultural skills.
The Recovery March for Sukur is a participatory conservation program for the Sukur World Heritage Site under the UNESCO World Heritage Education Program, focused on fostering youth commitments towards world heritage and strengthening the resilience of the communities.
Indigenous and non-indigenous of the states at the Stakeholders Awareness Support Dinner share the same line of thoughts for the projection of the landscape on the world map.
When we rebuild Sukur, we're not doing it just for others, we're doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for Nigeria, and we're doing it for humanity.
Those people who have not gone up there to see for themselves
should make efforts to go to school. I'm ever ready to go with you. Any other thing that concerns government and collaborative relationship between the government and the people and international development partners, I am ready to partner for the development of Sukur. Sukur is our culture. Sukur is our heritage.
The Sukur stamp and postcard was also unveiled by the Nigeria Postal Service to further send a global message to lovers of art and culture. Director General of the NTA, Yakubu Ibn Muhammad said the wide reach of the NTA is available for the promotion of the heritage sites.
See, that's why we have a community station to contribute in the local content. So NTA will really play a better role. And we use our reach out, our production centers, with special reports and what have you, to ensure that this project is the light of the day.
To honor that heritage, to honor that culture, to see how we can preserve it first of all. I think now is a survival mode, it's in the process, the propensity of survival.
Sukur is Africa's first cultural landscape to receive World Heritage List inscription.
Great heritage, we can learn enormously from our cultural way of life and assets. Now, the wish of parents is to see their children or wards progress in life, particularly in academics. Performance by students of Paysita School, Abuja, at the graduation ceremony for the 2020 and 2021 academic year raised the hope of parents and guardians that attainment of these wishes is a step ahead. Omenka Amarachuku captured the sights and sounds of the colorful event.
Paysita Schools Abuja parades itself as one of the leading private academic institutions in the country. The graduation ceremony for the 2020-21 academic year gathered friends, well-wishers, associates, and former classmates to their alma mater. Call it a reunion. You may not be wrong. For the
We apologize for that. We'll go back to the story later. Now, their dreams of being married, to be called husband and wife, and more, are this day made a reality. Charles Ekenemchukwu Ojugbana, a captain in the United States Army, finally found his match and is now joined with his Caribbean missing rib, Latoya Alexia Henry, who cannot contain the excitement of being married to a Nigerian. Charles Alpha tells us more about the couple's exciting moments.
3 years ago, he left the shores of Nigeria to join the United States Army as captain. But little did anyone know Charles Ekenemchukwu, son of the former director of Federal Ministry of Information, Charles Ojugbana, will be coming home with a bride, a Jamaican, Latoya Alexia, born to the family of Leonard and Janice Henry of Jamaica. Afro-Caribbean wedding, it is called. Two young lovers living not just their parents, but countries to live as husband and wife in the presence of God and man at the Catholic Church of Assumption, Abuja, Nigeria.
Latoya, take this ring.
After performing the biblical rites at the church, came the reception where guests were given a treat, the breaking of kola nuts and cutting of cake with bridal, friends, as well as family dance were part of the celebration of love.
I kissed her a couple of times, but I don't know if you know how it can be. She tried to play me, like she don't want me and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, after like a month and a half, almost 2 months, she said yes, and here we are.
Today was amazing. It's my first time in Nigeria, and everyone has been amazing. It's been fun. You guys have been just welcoming. I couldn't be happier.
I'm excited. I'm thankful to God. I am blessed.
I'm so happy for my daughter. And basically, we are Africans too. You know, our ancestors are from here.
Wish them the best, and may God protect them and bless their children to come.
So may you never become philosophers in this marriage. May you be happy.
They must approach their new home with commitment, with love, with respect for each other.
Celebrations will never exceed or miss from their home or something like that. They're going to have celebrations back and forth.
For the Jamaican parents, Nigeria gives them a whole new perspective of life and are delighted with the connection.
Congratulations to the couple and to the bride. To the bride, you made a superb decision. To another wedding. Kaduna Town was at standstill as it played host to a cream of distinguished personalities from far and wide who thronged the city to witness the wedding ceremony of Dairos Tabul Ishaku, son of Governor of Taraba State, Dairos Ishaku, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and some governors were also in attendance. Haruna Mohammed witnessed the grand event.
It was a galaxy of political gladiators, traditional rulers and technocrats who converged on Kaduna to witness the wedding of son of the governor of Taraba State. The ambience here at Our Saviour Anglican Church Kaduna speak volumes about events. Darus Ikan Tubu Ishaku, son of the governor of Taraba State, Darus Ishaku ties the national knot with his longtime friend Zulehatu Hannatu Ibrahim, promoting interstate ties.
Scripture teaches that marriage is a gift of God in creation.
The marital vows and exchange of wedding rings with Bishop of the church presiding sealed the deal. The parents of the groom and their schoolmates had it to remember their good old days singing together, while the chief of the defense staff, General Lucky Erabo, presented goodwill message on behalf of President Muhammad Buhari.
Some of those who have come to honor Ekan and July today, all coming from across party lines and all from across religious lines. And so what it tells me is that together we stand united. We can say anything more meaningful, more rewarding for the newest husband and wife than what you illustrated using the 10 Commandments to illustrate the relationship between husband and wife.
Are patient with one another and work on building a strong family life.
A reception that follows in honor of the couple is not less colorful.
I'm very happy and I'm very excited, about today.
I feel great being married to my best friend, and I'm grateful to God.
For the elated parents of the couple, the holy matrimony between their children is a dream come true.
I feel fulfilled because the desire of any parent is for their child to get married and set up their home.
They'll begin marriage, the life of marriage. And for everybody who is married, it's not easy. So they have to learn to respect themselves.
They should take life easy, manage their resources well, and all we can do now is to follow them with prayers.
We also advise that whatever kind of thing they have should stay within themselves.
I want to advise them to be extra patient because that is the secret of success in life.
Guests were treated to sumptuous dishes amidst entertainment by various cultural groups.
The new couple, a life of great joy. Congratulations to the governor and his family. Now, the trajectory of his humble beginning as a classroom teacher at Egba Comprehensive High School, Abeokuta, for 4 years before joining the Nigerian Television Authority, where he rose to become the Executive Director of Programs, was brought to bear as media icon Dr. Biodu Shotumbi was honored and celebrated for his unique personality and professional accomplishment. accomplishments. The recognition was sponsored by the 1970 and 74 sets of the Old Students Association of Egba Comprehensive High School, Asero, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Let's join Hakim Jimo, who was at the occasion.
Graduating from the prestigious University of Ibadan with a bachelor degree in English language, young Biodun Shotombi was employed as classroom teacher at Egba Comprehensive High School, Asheru, Abeokuta, and taught English language and literature for 4 years between 1970 and 1974. Supported by his willingness to share his professional worldview in the classroom, he distinguished himself and impacted his wealth of knowledge on his students at Egba Comprehensive High School. And now, these old students who had become successful in their chosen professions gathered to recognize their former teacher and housemaster, Dr. Biodun Shotombi, as a mark of honor and appreciation for his mentorship.
He had used all what's available to him then to actually add value to them, to give them very good moral standing.
And he instilled in us, when we were in school, discipline. Then we thought he was punishing us, that he hated us, but now we have just discovered that he was molding our lives.
Moving forward to render professional service to the society, Dr. Shotombi joined the Nigerian Television Authority as editor, and his prowess in English language and dedication to duties pushed him to great heights as he was appointed general manager of NTA station in Abeokuta and later became executive director programs, NTA headquarters.
For them to come together to honor someone who taught them 47 years ago, it's highly commendable. I think it's something a lot of our teachers today should borrow a leaf from.
Expressing his heartfelt gratitude for the recognition, Dr. Shotombi, who was accompanied by his wife, Dr. Patience Shotombi, a retired associate professor of anesthesia, College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, says he is honored and humbled. Thank you.
I know that when you serve people, they appreciate it. There are some who may not appreciate it immediately, but later on in life, they might appreciate it. I sowed seeds here. You can see that I'm now harvesting. I thank God for that.
A media icon, Dr. Biodun Shotombi pioneered and anchored the novel nationwide presidential debate television program in 1993. He bagged master's degree in international relations from the then University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, and later obtained a PhD certificate in international relations at the Kelly University, United Kingdom. He is an associate senior lecturer at Ajayi Crowther University, Oyo.
Worth celebrating. We're going on another break. Stay with us.
Like a bird needs wings to fly, you need skills to be productive. No matter the level of your education, ITF can train you to acquire skills in areas like mechatronics, metal machining, facility technology, electronics and computer networking, information and communication technology, ICT, culinary art, and agriculture. Acquire a skill and transform yourself from being unemployed to becoming even an employer. Be a valuable Nigerian youth. Say no to unemployment and poverty.
I'll spread my wings and fly so high. I'll reach for the stars, yeah, it's time.
Industrial Training Fund. Developing the nation's human resource.
Go TV Biggie Goals promo don't land. Better digging levels, better grooves, no hard at all on top
GoTV. Make you not miss this a wolf as GoTV price don't go down low for inside Biggie Goals promo. Now you fit get GoTV decoder, GoTenna with 1 month max subscription will be 9,500 naira before for 6,900 naira now. See discount. Make yourself enjoy football for inside your house. Cross your leg, watch BB Niger drama and shows for Africa Magic and international series them. Biggie Goals promo now for you. Better discount. Go get your own now for only 6,900 naira to enjoy max levels for GoTV. This offer no go to tell. GoTV. Love it.
Dear compatriots, our country can be as great as we want.
Let us all commit ourselves to its greatness.
We must be willing to set aside our differences, unite and stay as one.
In our expansive landmass, human and material resources, and plurality lies our strength.
Let our challenges lead us to rediscover our common ground, and together, let's find solutions.
This will take some time, so it requires patience, tolerance, and forgiveness from every one of us.
Let all hands come on deck to protect and transform our country.
Let us unite and see each other not as adversaries, but as brothers and sisters.
Together, we can build a better Nigeria for ourselves and for the next generations.
This message is brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA, with support from Nigerian Television Authority, NTA.
Nigerian youths are about the greatest assets the country has at the moment. It is therefore not surprising that the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is strategically responding to the yearnings of the youth through multiple projects and programs. Youth entrepreneurship support years by Bank of Industry, the Youth Investment Fund by the CBN, and several other conditional cash transfer programs. Recruitment of 774,000 social workers, majority of whom are youths, and so many other projects that are beneficial to youths directly or indirectly. If the administration can do all this, definitely with a degree of patience and time, it can achieve more. Nigerian youths must come together to say no to terrorism, no to vandalism, and no to all disruptive tendencies. Hashtag Youth for Greater Nigeria. Pacifying the youths, unifying the nation.
The Festival of Sacrifice, Eid el-Kabir, significance and peaceful coexistence in Nigeria. That is our focus on NTA Tuesday Live edition on 20th of July 2021. It is going to be incisive and educative. Don't be left out.
Welcome back. We'll take the report on the 2021 graduation class of Pace Setters Schools, Abuja.
Pace Schools Abuja parades itself as one of the leading private academic institutions in the country. The graduation ceremony for the 2020-21 academic year gathered friends, well-wishers, associates, and former classmates to their alma mater. Call it a reunion, you may not be wrong. For the graduates, it is a mark of honor and reward for hard work to be adored in graduation gowns.
I feel happy, I feel fulfilled, I'm so excited.
I'm happy and I thank Allah for bringing this day today.
I'm just overwhelmed with joy. Very happy to see this day because I've longed for it for a long time.
Parents and guardians of these students are not left out in their joyful galore.
I'm happy to see she has now left secondary school, looking forward to the future.
I still encourage them to go on with the normal norms and education they have gotten from the school.
Chairman Pace Schools challenged the students to exemplify good behavior as ambassadors of the school.
You think Nigeria will not change? You are a big liar. When it will come to the turn of these graduates or graduates, this picture they will take will matter.
So when you give education, you are giving the people vision. And when the people have vision, then they are liberated.
Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, laid emphasis on education as foundation for national development.
I am convinced
beyond any doubt that Nigeria indeed has a promising future.
The students, however, thrilled their parents and guests with captivating dancing steps.
Future Nigerians. Now, the name Chief Folade Alade rings a bell as a renowned architect who left indelible footprints in the sands of time. The one-time permanent secretary, Federal Ministry of Works, was the first architect to attain such position in Nigeria and was known to have designed remarkable monuments across the nation and over 13 Nigerian embassies in different countries of the world. Amaka Owo tells us more on the legacies of this great icon.
Following the demise of the late Chief Fola Alade at the age of 87, the social media went agog with various posts and tributes to this great Nigerian. Newsline decided to authenticate these facts by visiting some of the structures designed by this distinguished Nigerian, who was among the foremost architects trained in the country. Was said to have designed the federal government guest house, Bar Beach Towers, both sitting on Victoria Island, Lagos. He also enabled the federal government to get return on investment by adding value to the Tafawa Balewa Square, where he included business outlets, cricket pitch, remembrance arcade. He also relocated the cenotaph of the unknown soldier to the Tafawa Balewa Square, as well as the transit village that housed construction workers of the famous 1004 housing estate. He also designed the Federal Secretariat Ikoyi in 1973 free of charge for the federal government, and also he replicated such in 19 states of the Federation. Meet Yinka Williams, daughter of the late icon, who is also an architect.
He was quite a disciplinarian. He was quite a strict man. He had his standards. He didn't live below his standards. He taught us a lot of things, taught us integrity, taught us discipline, taught us hard work, taught us our culture, taught us respect. You know, just didn't joke with values, the values of life.
Although some of these architectural works of the late octogenarian are in deplorable states, some friends and associates attest to his contributions to national development.
He was a genius. I mean, that you can't fault. He was very gifted, a very honest man, and he was not motivated by money, because he had actually saved the country a lot of money.
His unique style was the functional relationship of the spaces. Also because when you look at them, but most of the Federal Secretariat are still standing, when you look at them, they were also flexible. They could use them in various ways. They were also very structural and, you know, aesthetic as well.
He's done a lot of work around Nigeria. So I said to myself, these are the hardworking people we should emulate. He's not as sung as he worked. He's a Nigerian who should be, you know, not just emulated, but should be praised, should be pronounced, should be talked about. But his works are talking about him.
Late Chief Fola Alade is survived by 5 children and 13 grandchildren.
Did you hear the part where they talked about how he helped the nation save money and free designs? You too can leave a legacy. We'll take a final break now.
A stout, truly extra special. Smoothness that caresses your palate. It's the rich blend of all this and more that makes this probably the world's finest stout.
Looks like you found extra special.
Trophy Extra Special Stout. For extra special richness. Not for persons below 18. Drink responsibly.
Welcome back. The trial of 8 suspects involved in the rape and murder of a 300-level student of University of Ilorin, Blessing Omowumi Olajide, has fully commenced, with 4 principal witnesses so far appearing before a Kwara State High Court sitting in Ilorin. The accused are being prosecuted on an 11-count charge bordering on criminal conspiracy, rape, armed robbery, and culpable homicide, among others. Abdulaziz Alaya, who has been monitoring the case, has an update.
The pathetic and sad event that led to the death of Blessing Omowumi Olajide has no doubt attracted the stern attention of family, Kwara State Government, Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, civil society groups, among a host of other stakeholders. Perhaps this is what gave way to speedy hearing of the case under tight security scrutiny. While 3 prime suspects, Abdulaziz Ismail, Ajala Moses, and Oyeyemi Omogbolan, are being charged for the rape and murder of Blessing, 5 others are to be prosecuted for aiding and abetting crime, as well as being in possession of items stolen from the deceased. After reading the charges as it affects the accused individually, they all pleaded not guilty to the offences. Counsel to the 7 defendants, Sikiru Sholagberu, applied for the bail application of his client, pending the hearing and determination of the case, but the lead prosecution counsel and Kwara State Attorney General, Salman Jawundu, opposed the application based on the severity of his offence, which has to do with aiding and abetting the crime. The court upheld the objection and instead ordered accelerated hearing of the case in line with the provisions of Administration of Criminal Justice Act.
The 7th accused person, who is charged with aiding, abetting, and receiving property, product of armed robbery, also filed an application for bail, which was heard and dismissed. So the case is now adjourned till tomorrow for hearing, and as the court said, hearing will be day to day.
My own argument that the court should not look at the severity of the offence as couched, but rather should look at the material, the germane facts and the material put forth before the court. The court ruling was that based on the severity of the punishment is refusing bail.
Cancelled.
This is where we'll end this episode of Newsline. And know that there's no hiding place for rapists. We will stand and we must stand against rape and rapists. Until next week, God bless Nigeria.
This is the network service of the NTA.